Lama Hiwaj. Don Martin Wickramasinghe was born on May 29, 1890 in Kogala, British Ceylon, present-day Sri Lanka. He passed away on July 23, 1976, at the age of 86 in Colombo, Sri Lanka. Throughout his life, he excelled as a journalist and author, leaving a significant impact on the literary landscape of Sri Lanka. His active years spanned from 1914 to 1976, during which he contributed immensely to literature and culture. Wickramasinghe's literary contributions were diverse, encompassing novels, short stories, essays, and journalistic endeavors. He is renowned for his ability to capture the essence of Sri Lankan society and culture, reflecting the changes and challenges faced by the nation during his lifetime. In addition to his literary pursuits, Wickramasinghe was a journalist of great repute. He used his writing skills to not only entertain, but also educate the masses about important social and cultural issues. His works often highlighted the significance of preserving traditional values while embracing modernity. Wickramasinghe's personal life included his marriage to Kadaluwe Balaj Prema de Silva, with whom he had 6 children. Among his offspring was Sarath Kusum Wickramasinghe. To honor his contributions and ensure the continuation of his legacy, a website dedicated to Martin Wickramasinghe, martinwickramasinghe.info, was established. This website serves as a valuable resource for those interested in learning more about his life, works, and the impact he had on Sri Lankan literature and culture. Lama Hiwaj. Don Martin Wickramasinghe's life and work remain an integral part of Sri Lanka's cultural tapestry. His ability to bridge the gap between traditional storytelling and contemporary themes allowed him to connect with a wide range of readers. His commitment to promoting Sri Lankan identity, values, and heritage continues to inspire generations of writers, scholars, and individuals who appreciate the richness of the country's past and the challenges of its future. Born Lama Hiwaj, Don Martin Wickramasinghe, the 29th of May, 1890, Kogala, British Ceylon, died the 23rd of July, 1976, aged 86. Colombo, Sri Lanka occupations journalist author. Years active, 1914, 1976, spouse Kadaluwe Balaj Prema de Silva. Children 6, including Sarath Kusum Wickramasinghe. Having left school at the age of 16 years, Wickramasinghe found work as a bookkeeper in a shop in Colombo owned by Carolus Silva in 1906. Following year, he left the shop to join a commissions agency run by John Silva. In 1910, his mother dies. Following the 1915 Sinhalese Muslim riots, John Silva's agency was closed and he returned to Kogala. He then became a bookkeeper at Cornelis Silva's shop in Batakalo. In 1916, Martin Wickramasinghe starts to write to the Sinhala Daily Dinamina under the pen name Hetuvadi, Rationalist, and pens a controversial series called Plants and Animals. He then joins the editorial staff of Dinamina, owned by the press baron Dr. Wijwardena's Associated Newspapers of Ceylon Limited, ANCL. In 1927, he leaves Dinamina to join Lakmina. In 1931, he returns to ANCL as the editor of Sinhala weekend paper Silamina. In 1932, he was appointed editor of Dinamina, serving until his resignation in 1946 literary career. His literary career began with the novel Leela, 1914, and an anthology of essays on literary criticism, Shastriya Lakhana, 1919. Shortly thereafter, he began a campaign to raise literary standards for the Sinhalese reading public with work such as Sahityodaya Katha, 1932, Vichara Lippi, 1941, Gutala Gitaya, 1943, and Sinhala Sahityaya Nagima, 1946, in which he evaluated the traditional literary heritage according to set rules of critical criteria formed by synthesizing the best in Indian and Western traditions of literary criticism. Through the 1940s, Wickramasinghe dabbled with the double role of literary critic and creative writer. Gamparalia, 1944, is widely held as the first Sinhalese novel, with a serious intent that compares in content and technique with the great novels of modern world literature. The novel depicts the crumbling of traditional village life under the pressure of modernization. The story of a successful family in a southern village is used to portray the gradual replacement of traditional economic and social structure of the village by commercial city influence. Wickramasinghe followed Gamparalya with Yuganthaya, 1948, and Kaliyugaya, 1957, forming a trilogy. After the decay of the traditional life, the story details the rise of the bourgeoisie, with its urban base and entrepreneurial drive, ending with the formation of the labor movement and socialist theology and rise of hopes for a new social order. The trilogy was made into film by the renowned Sri Lankan director Lester James Perry. With the development of a literary criticism movement in the early 50s, Wickramasinghe presented the works Sahitya Kalava, The Art of Literature, 1950, and Kavya Vicharaya, The Criticism of Poetry, 1954. Wickramasinghe was appointed a member of the Radio Broadcasting Commission in 1953, and in 1954 was appointed to the National Languages Commission, from which he resigned 3 months later. He was appointed a member of the Order of the British Empire, MBE, in the 1953 coronation honors, with the ensign awarded by Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II in person during her royal visit to Ceylon in 1954. Wickramasinghe's most heralded work came in 1956 with Viragaya. Due to the significance of its theme and the sophistication of its technique, the novel has come to be hailed as the greatest work of Sinhalese fiction. It follows the spiritual problems of a fragile Sinhalese youth raised in a traditional Buddhist home after being confronted with the specter of adulthood and the responsibilities that come with it all made more complex with the modernization of society. First-person narrative is used to put forth the autobiographical story of the anti-hero in impressionistic vignettes, rather than in chronological order. It is a seminal work and spawned a spew of imitators, some good on their own right,